What's up, Keep Pounding crew? We're back today with another video. Keep pounding. We lost to the Atlanta Falcons. If you like the video, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that bell, select all, leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. Check out the Facebook page, Keep Pounding, in all capital letters, for live streams, posts, and polls. Let's dive on in. So, we lost to the Falcons. We blew it. We couldn't get it done. When was the last time we played and swept the Falcons? Does anyone know? Drop it in the comments. I miss those days, don't you? Why in the world, with the talent that we had coming out of that Saints game, did we play down to our opponent and lose to the Falcons? A 1-5 Falcons team. They're not even trying to win at this point. And you could just see Arthur Blank, their owner, just standing over there just going, are we going to actually win a game? Are we going to win a game? Or am I going to have to fire somebody else? You know? Like, what's it going to be? So, I got a couple of players to call out in this video, but I would love to go on some rants, and I already did in the live stream. You can go check that out on the Keep Pounding Facebook page, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview. We're going to go position by position, and I'm going to try not to make this video too long, but I want to make sure that everybody is covered here. Quarterback, B-. Teddy just didn't have anywhere to throw to. You know, with the pressure coming at him, where was he supposed to throw it? You got all these weapons around you, but you can't throw it to anybody because you're getting pressured. That's why I can't take off for it. Running back, B. Mike Davis had a decent day today. Played well. I was wrong in the previous video. Christian McCaffrey was not active for this game. So apologies about that. I left a comment down below under it. So, you know, to mark my correction on that. I didn't have time enough to actually remake the video and correct it, but it is what it is. Wide receiver. I'm going to make that a B- because of the fact that Samuel did a really good job today. And my question is, where was DJ Moore? Only 2 catches out of 6 targets. But yet he still got more yards than the entire receiving corps. He led it. With only 2 catches. Can you imagine what this man could do if he caught at least 90% of those balls? Even just 75% of those balls that were thrown to him. Man, this man would be in the top 7 of the league. He might even pass Robbie. Who knows? But we'll never know because he hasn't been able to catch these balls. Because 2 reasons. One, actually 3 reasons. Firstly, play calling has been trash. Secondly, he's been defended well. And 3, Teddy's been under duress, so he hasn't been able to get that ball to him. Plus, Teddy's been staring down receivers. So, I'm not going to really take off for that right there. Tight end, B. Ian Thomas got thrown the ball 3 times, did well. Nothing wrong with that. He did well. Let's get into this O-line. This trash O-line. Oh my goodness. Matt Paradis, horrible day. That's not even the player I want to call out. I want to call out Mr. Chris Reed. I've been calling this man out every single week. Why? He has a holding call in every single game. He's given up 3 quarterback pressures at least, if not a sack, a game. So, you tell me, should this man be a starting guard right now? Come on, man. Then you've got Taylor Moton joining the fun. How many times are we going to kill drives with stupid penalties? Not to mention the penalties on the other side. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the penalties on the offensive side are just as bad because they kill drives. I can't count how many times, besides just play calling and not finishing drives, that we haven't been able to get points. And it's garbage like that allowed Atlanta's pass rush to just shred this O-line today. I mean, we were just not even... It's like 2 totally different teams from the one last week. What in the world? You know, I can't even fathom what happened in between that short time. But it just... Oh, man. But I want Chris Reed gone. I think that this guy's had 8 weeks now. He didn't be able to do anything. He hasn't made any progress. He's still doing the same stupid stuff that's costing us drives. It's costing us points. He needs to go. I mean, rotate the depth chart. It's time. We're repeating the same mistakes we did in 14 and 15 on this offensive line, except now it's at guard. Now, y'all remember, I was the first one to point this out in 14 and 15. Nobody else would. Nobody else would. I was the first one to ask the question, what should we do about the O-line? You know what? I'm not the first one anymore. Because everybody saw it in prime time tonight. Everybody. He just got embarrassed in prime time tonight. But that's just the O-line. That's just the garbage O-line from today. I gotta call it like I see it. Y'all need some tough love after this game. Y'all need some tough love. And if people won't give it to you, I will. Because this channel is real. We're real from day one. If y'all don't believe that, you came to the wrong channel. If you haven't come to listen to me rant or get frustrated about this game, you came to the wrong channel. Because there's certain days where I'm just not going to be positive. Because the guys don't deserve it. Some of them don't deserve it. Y'all know who you are. And I'm going to call you out as I see it. So we're going to move on to the defensive end. B. Pass rush was better today. Now, when I say I call it like I see it, I mean the positive as well. We had 2 sacks today. That's 2 sacks that we had in the past few games. So, hey, gotta take it, man. Gotta take that positivity right there. That's what's up. Effie, props to you, man. And the other person that got the sack knows who he is. So, Good job, man. Call you guys out for the positive reasons, not the negative. Y'all are safe from this tornado of frustration right now. The rest of y'all, we'll see. Defensive tackle, B minus. Let's be honest, man. It's Gurley. Gurley's going to have fun doing whatever he does to every defense. Every defense. I mean, even the Rams D had trouble stopping him. Let's be real. But Hill, I don't know much about Hill. And I just started looking him up. He apparently got traded from the Vikings to the Falcons. But this is the first time I've actually seen him run. So I had no idea where this guy came from or who he was up until this game. So let's be real. This dude sliced us up. It was bad. Our run D is trash. It is pure trash. Let's be real. It's trash. You know, we're trying to fix it at defensive tackle. We're trying to fix it on the D-line, but let's be real about this, man. Our D-line's trash. But, you know, this is another way that we can improve. You know, this is another area that we need to improve in. Now we know where exactly our areas of improvement should be. And it's always been that way this year. This is a rebuilding team. We're remaking the team. We're figuring out where our weaknesses are. We're figuring out what we need to do, where the holes in the boat are, and we're going to plug them up. So be patient. You know, this is a marathon, not a sprint. I've been saying that. Corners, B minus. And that's only because, you know, Dante Jackson got that pick. That was nice. We got a couple of pass deflections. That was nice. You know, we're starting to work towards that goal. I like that. So that's 2 goals we accomplished today. We got sacks and we got pass deflections. Good job. You know, those were 2 of my goals that I set for this team for today's game. Whether we win or lose. So, you know, credit to them. But Troy Pride Jr. looked lost out there. I mean, let's be real. Troy looked lost. This is the man. We're talking about the guy that when Matt Ryan scrambled for 15 yards and a touchdown, he was the only one that could have stopped him. And what was he doing? He was tripping over some grass in the end zone. Come on, Troy. Come on, man. Everybody else was doing what they're supposed to be doing. You have one job. You know, and if Matt Ryan didn't scramble and run for those yards, you could have doubled that wide receiver. No problem. But nah. Matt Ryan runs. If you haven't noticed it yet, he had some scrambles today. So, you know, credit to the people that managed to stop him from doing it. Shaq was one of them that stopped him from doing it. But at a certain point, Matt Ryan's just going to have his day. There's not much you can really do about it. So, that in mind, we go to linebackers. Shaq Thompson had a okay day today. I'm not going to call it great, but okay. It was kind of pedestrian. He made just as many good plays as he made bad ones. So, I mean, you know, his tackling was good. So, You know, I'm not going to completely throw him under the bus, but he couldn't stop any runs. That we know for sure. On crucial situations, he was having some trouble way early on. And you could just tell the way that the Falcons offense was beating up our defense early on even. This was not going to be a pretty game. We're going to win it ugly if we win it at all. So Tahir Whitehead is what is bringing this grade down by a huge margin. Tahir Whitehead was absolutely trash today. I gotta say it. I gotta be real on this channel. That's who I am. And I know y'all are gonna come at me, players wise, but let's be real for a minute. Just for a minute, guys. Tahir just isn't cutting it. $2.5 million for that level of play. Come on, Tahir. Come on, man. You're killing us, dog. At least try to act like you're earning some money. At least play like you want to earn it. You had 3 solid games. Where was that level of play today? Where was it? I don't know. Free safety. We're back to the Jekyll and Hyde defense of Trey Boston. Out of position, missing tackles, but also making good plays too. So it's 50-50 yet again. It's back to the old Trey Boston. And I gotta tell you, I miss the Trey Boston I've seen the last 3 weeks. For real. Where's he at? MIA. Not there. Nope. We get the old Trey Boston back again. That we know and love. And on this episode of Who is Out of Position in a Certain Play, we have Trey Boston. If you guessed his name, you win. Because he was not there in certain plays where he was supposed to be. So, strong safety B+. Jeremy Chin was everywhere. He had to save everybody's necks on this defense. It was just a massacre out there in this game. Just an absolute massacre. Thank goodness for Jeremy Chin. I don't know where we'd be without this dude. He's still leading the team in tackles. Every single week. Consistently. And that's what I love. Consistency. And when you got players like that, you got a chance. But not if we keep ruining it. But I'll get to that in a minute. Because I got a little rant about penalties coming up in a couple of minutes here. Stay tuned. Special teams B+. That play with Jeremy Chin on the fake punt. Incredible. Amazing. Loved it. They were not looking for it at all. I felt like we had that in our back pocket for a couple weeks now. We were creating that one and perfecting it. So, now we get into play calling. C-. Yikes. The play calling. Can we just talk about that? The fact that we turned the ball over twice on the opponent 40-yard line. Twice. Not once, but twice. On fourth down opportunities. What was the play calling on that? Okay, let's go over it, ladies and gentlemen. On 3rd and 3, we decided that we were going to do a draw play up the middle. Now, who in their right mind in the NFL as an offensive coordinator would call a draw play on 3rd and 3 knowing that we have been struggling in the field goal range and struggling to get up the field? Come on, man. Then, 4th and 1, we decide we're going to have Teddy keep the ball off of a handoff or a play action. How'd that work out? Everybody knew that Teddy had that ball. The janitors knew he had that ball just by the crowds cheering. And oh wait, they weren't. Because they would be cheering if we got the first down and converted it. And everybody at home watching TV was going nuts. That was an Atlanta Falcon fan. Because they know. They know we're not going to convert that. Come on. Everybody figured out that he had that ball. And it never ended well. The one guy that was just determined to chase him down knew he had the ball. I mean, there's no question, no doubt in his mind he was going to chase down Teddy no matter what. And he knew that ball was in his hands. And guess what? We're back to failed drives on offense because of play calling. We're back to this again. So, again, that's another goal we got to work on. It's play calling. We got to stop regressing and playing down to our opponents. That's something we got to stop doing. It's not healthy for this team. It's not healthy for this franchise to keep doing this. How many games we sacrificed because we did that? Since 2015, I've lost count. Have you guys lost count? Because I have. Because there's been so many of them. So, play calling has been rather pedestrian. We're not moving the chains. The defensive units have figured us out. You know, it's not exciting. And where was DJ? Where was DJ? MIA. Because number one, pass rush. Number two, probably covered. Number three, he was well defended. I mean, play calling. Play calling. Gotta fix it. Coaching, B. I like the red flag challenge at the proper time. I felt like that was a 50-50 chance. We could win it, we could lose it. Chances are, knowing how things go, probably won't make it. But I like it nonetheless. And I like the delay of game to save the third penalty. The third timeout, I mean. And keep us alive. That was good. However, I have to dock you for not switching out Chris Reed. Chris Reed is just trash on this O-line. He is a poison on this O-line right now. And it's infecting Taylor as well. You could see it. You could physically see it today. I mean, it's nowhere even remotely close to as bad as Rimmer's, but it was pretty bad. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I got to dock you for that. Tackling B minus. I felt like we made some crucial tackles at the right moments. We held Gurley for a good chunk of the time in the fourth quarter, so that was good. Excuse the yawn. But let's get to the penalties. The penalties. Always the penalties. We have got to stop allowing these offenses to keep their drives alive. How many points have these offenses put up because they were allowed to continue their drives because of our stupid penalties? How many? Take a guess. Because I'm about to start racking that up. I'm actually going to rack up how many points happened because of that. I'm going to start looking into it. Holding penalties. Pass interference. Pass interference was not a deal that happened this year that much. But it used to be. But now, you got holding penalties galore. Can we not teach these guys how to stop doing that? It is letting these offenses continue their drives. Apparently you guys don't want us to go 9 wins. Because now we're going 8 wins. That's tops. That's tops right there. That's the best we can possibly do this year. Y'all don't want the playoffs. This team doesn't want it. Y'all just showed me that tonight. Y'all just showed the entire Panthers nation and the NFL in general that you don't want 9 wins. Now we look like shark bait. Easy prey for a team like KC when we go into Arrowhead Stadium. We're going to get blown the heck out. And don't tell me that we're going to play up to our competition. No. That ain't happening. This ain't going to be like the Saints game. KC's not going to slack. If you think these guys are going to let off the gas pedal and not do what they usually do, you're kidding yourselves. Now, I admit KC's got some weaknesses on defense, but not like the ones we have. Not even close. So, what can we do to turn this season back around? Number one, stop the stupid penalties. It kills drives on offense, and it allows offenses to keep going that play against us and keep their drives going and get points out of it on defense. That's number one. Secondly, turnovers. We got to stop the turnovers. We had one today. That wasn't really his fault. But, yeah, it kind of was. I'll blame that one on Teddy. But, beyond that, could have been 2. If you consider the fumble from Mike Davis. But, let's not go there. Because that was overturned. Number 3 thing that we need to do to turn the season back around is not lose to teams like Atlanta. Don't play down to your competition. It never ends well. Number 4, Block. This offensive line may be young. They may be inexperienced, but block. That's all you're there for. That's all your job is to block. Just do it. Don't make up excuses. Just do it. Come on, guys. We're paying these guys how much money to protect Teddy Bridgewater? Please. Please. I'm begging you. Protect that man, because if he goes down, half our rebuild is for nothing. It's up in smoke. It's gone. And he almost went down with a neck injury today because of a cheap shot from a man that got ejected from the Falcons. But I'm not going to get into that because I'm a fair and honest person. And I only want to focus on this team. But I will say, I have seen my share of dirty hits from Atlanta players over the past years. I'm not thrilled by them. Neither were our players. Neither were our fans. But I'll tell you this. At least our guys composed themselves and kept chill about it and didn't get penalties. We didn't allow them to keep doing this. You know? So, here's the thing. We have to regroup. We have to recover. We have to figure out what we're doing next. And I think not regressing on the small things is number one priority. Let's not regress. Let's keep focusing on those certain things. Then we can start to make progress on other goals. I think that's what we need to do. We need to stop letting these other teams poke holes in our boat that don't need to be there. And let's just get it done. You know what I mean? Let's just get it done. So with that in mind, we take the loss. We pretty much ruined our season. So what next? I'll let you decide. Panthers management. I'll let you decide.